Welcome to Lecture 7, in which we look at how receptive skills can be taught with the use of computers. The previous lecture mentioned the lexical approach. Based on one of its principles, we need a lot of listening at lower levels and reading at higher levels. No wonder the chunks of language need to come from text. This brings out an issue which is crucial to language pedagogy, the importance of input. As for the theoretical foundations, Krashen's input hypothesis, or now comprehension hypothesis, or Van Patten's input processing come to mind. Interested? Read more about them on your own. Reading and listening provide input in two different ways, depending how you read or listen, extensively or intensively. Extensive reading is also known as reading for pleasure and is basically about leisure, informal encounters with texts on subjects interesting to the reader or listener. It is good to read or listen extensively. Research shows that it affects language skills in ways comparable to the so-called traditional schooling, as proved by Ely in his Fiji and Singapore experiments on acquiring literacy in the second language. Can computers enhance the experience? Of course. One can read texts of all genres, newspaper, professional, literary, including blogs, social media posts, tweets. And online reading offers more than that. There are memes, comic strips, and of course, movie subtitles. These are the results of my own survey carried out 3 years ago into whether the first years of English studies think the internet helped them master the foreign language and how. And you can see how watching stands out here. This, with the popularity of watching online films and series with subtitles on, is a real in the face of all those complaining that young people don't read anymore. Online reading has one more advantage. It can be interactive. Various social media for book lovers or discussion groups in popular portals allow readers to share reviews, impressions, and favorite quotes. Plus, there are social highlighting functions in Kindle or apps like Diigo, which allow you to mark passages in books and share the markings with others. As for listening, the possibilities are galore as well. Firstly, the very popular watching is about listening too, and we are talking films, series, YouTube clips, and others. There is also a large body of podcasts, virtually about everything, so you are sure to find something that suits you. Intensive reading and listening are a different story, as they may mean reading for comprehension, including answering comprehension questions attached to texts. First, you may want to know that reading for such a specific purpose is known to be less effective online. Research shows that reading on paper gives better comprehension results, most probably because online texts contain hyperlinks, which may affect attention negatively. But there are good sides to online reading too. First, most learning environments allow you to hyperlink words in a text to, say, their dictionary entries, making the experience more enjoyable and effective. And you can ask your students to prepare texts in this way. Secondly, there are tools like Curriculate, which allow you to upload chosen texts and annotate them with comments or quiz questions. The same refers to listening. Tools like Edpuzzle allow for adding listening comprehension questions and other types of annotation to really interesting video input. Finally, the internet is the teacher's delight in being a reservoir of ready-made materials, many of which are categorized based on learner level. One last thing. Teaching comprehension online is a good pretext to touch upon very important issues connected with search and information literacies. They would include refining our students' search skills and teaching them how to recognize fake news.
Created using Powtoon.